Welcome back to Heaton County. Today we're going to be planting our beans. As you can see, I planted some last night. This was the first pass here, making sure everything was still working this morning. We only got a couple acres left, but I got a bunch of updates for you guys. But first, we're going to finish planting beans here. And then my landlord's on the other side, actually planting the field across the road from where I live. But I was going to plant that originally, but now since everything happened with the tornado and everything, I need to get the beans in the ground, and he wanted to get his beans in the ground so he can start spraying. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and plant my little bit left here on the ground that I actually rent from him, and then I will start giving you guys some updates. But yeah, with that being said, I'll go ahead and jump back in the tractor here, and we will go ahead and get to planting. I hope you guys enjoy this little time lapse of finishing up the soybean planting. Kind of wish I could have recorded more, but since I lost the house and everything, I don't exactly have a lot of places I can charge camera batteries or my laptop right at the moment to edit the videos. So we kind of work with what we got, and I charge it in the truck sometimes, or in when I have the generator going. But I only have the generator going when I'm home, and we've been so busy I haven't been home very often recently since we got everything cleaned up. With that being said, like I said, we are going to keep going here, and I hope you guys enjoy this little time lapse. And then, like I said, well, I'll give you an update after I get back to the house. Or, well, not the house, but the yard. So, I hope you enjoy. Okay, guys, as you saw, we got done planting there, and I drove all the way back to the yard here, where my boss slash neighbor slash basically best friend at this point is waiting for me. He's gonna bring me back over to the truck. Well, it's his truck, and I'm gonna run that up to his yard so I can unload the soybeans, and then I'll come back to my place here. We'll get the planter unhooked. We might hook it up to the sprayer or the mower. We'll see. I mean, the grass is really close. So I might hook it up to the sprayer, just kind of test things out, and then we'll unhook it and hook it back up to the mower. But yeah, and then I'll give you guys all the updates that I promised. I'll just see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, like I said, I got the seed dropped off that I talked about. I had like 20 bags left of soybean seeds, and that'll maybe keep, maybe won't, maybe we'll return it. Probably we'll have some replant, so either my neighbor or I can use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull in here, and we'll park next to my little shack, and then I'll just go ahead and give you guys as much updates as I can right now. So it sounds like this year, this summer, we're gonna get a house up here, hopefully within the next month. It is still May, and hopefully within the next month we'll get a house up. I'm not building a big house; it's just me, so I should never really need a big house. So we'll build a little house, and then it sounds like the shed. They might be starting right after they finish the house. So I think I need to get some of that mowed, so they know where to start moving dirt for that. But yeah, house is gonna go here. I might even show you a quick little picture of it if I can in a minute. But yeah, shed. I think I kind of hinted to this last time. Shed is gonna go right here. Gonna go kind of in this area, and it's gonna face towards the road. I need to get some more trees and possibly plant some trees along that side, but I'll wait till after I get the house built. But yeah, so also the damn planes fly over every 2 seconds, I swear. What else? Oh, last time when I was talking in the storm cleanup and everything, I forgot to mention about the wagons and the grain cart. They were all sitting right over here. One of the little Parkers got destroyed. My old truck, whatever caused it, my old truck got slid into it and just smacked it. And they basically just totaled out. I mean, it was a $200 wagon, so I expected them, if it got hit by anything, for it to get totaled out. So yeah, so that got totaled out. I got one Parker, that they fixed a wheel for me. They had they had one flat wheel, and then they just took the two good wheels off my one that they scrapped. They took those two, put one on there, and then had to get a new rim for the other one. So basically, I have two spares for that wagon whenever I get it back. But then my bigger, well, that's disappointing and disheartening. But anyways, that one, there was a couple dents that they were gonna fix up and patch for me and repaint it. So yeah, and then my grain cart, the $500 grain cart, has now cost me another $1,000 in random dent and paint repair. So that is now worth $1,500. But yeah, so they were all sitting here. The truck, I don't know what happened. I think my thumbnail for my previous video is going to be the picture that my neighbor sent me when he got here the next morning. Because I got taken out, taken to the hospital, and it was still dark out, so I didn't get to see any of the damage. So when I got back 2 days later, they had already basically knocked down the tractors, because the thumbnail of that is going to show you why the house was totaled. Basically, is both of the tractors, I think, had somehow flipped and hit the house. I don't know. I assume it was something to do with when the shed got blown over. They kind of just all everything just somehow got a little bit airborne. As heavy as these tractors are, I don't know what would cause that, but there must have been some insane winds. And the ironic thing is, like, I would have been sitting on this side of the house had I not heard the shed start to leave, and then I moved to the other side of the house where my bathroom was. But yeah, the truck was also in the shed, and that thing ended up on the edge of the road. That was still there the next morning because it was completely totaled, but it was laying like right here. It hit the front Parker wagon, and like flipped right here basically. I don't know how the wagons really stayed at all. The grain cart got hit by something and tipped backwards since it's only on two wheels. And the easy trail somehow, I mean, I obviously some branches and some boards hit it, but it didn't even get hit by or didn't have any major damage. So yeah, um, so yeah, there's all those updates. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna hook up to the mower here quick. I already took the pin out of the planter when I got home and took the hoses off. So we'll get hooked up to the mower here quick. I'm gonna get the spot mode where I think it's gonna go. Does that make sense? I think the shed is gonna go. I hope that makes sense. And then this afternoon, or well, I guess it's afternoon already. We're gonna run to the Deere dealership, see if they have just a rake I can rent. Because there is a hay equipment auction coming up in about a month. Maybe I think it's right after the 4th of July. So we are gonna go to that. Obviously, I need a new rake, but we can. I want to see if I can rent one from Deere for now, just to get me by, and then I can see if I can get a rake at the sale. Um, but yeah, I don't really have any tools now. Otherwise, I would have taken the dual saw to mow here because this is really excessive. But yeah, like I said, gotta go to the Deere dealership after this to see if I can get a rake, and then we're gonna go over to the car dealership in town and see if I can maybe find a used pickup that I could buy. So, hope you enjoy this little tiny time lapse of me mowing. And we're just gonna mow this little patch here, like I said, right in front of me, and then yeah, and then we'll, like I said, we'll do all that other stuff. So, I'll see you guys probably at the Deere dealership. Got here to the Deere dealership. I can see the rakes at the back here. I've basically found out that for the most part, these guys have kind of just become a show lot, if that makes sense. Where they have they're big dealerships, so they have other bigger lots that have the actual large majority of their equipment. So, like, if I wanted this here, very nice looking 4045 sprayer, and I wanted one with some wheel covers on it or something like that, or different booms, more than likely you don't actually buy this one. So this one will just be here, probably like a test unit this summer. at some point. So they you just kind of come look at it, see what you want. These are kind of like top of the line ones too. All of these, the combines back there, the tractors back there. But I was kind of surprised that they have these rakes here. That's kind of what I was getting to. They have three rakes, and this is what I mean. Normally, a lot of lots will have like two or three of these balers on their lot, or two or three of these square balers like this. They have two high-speed discs, which it looks like they might be kind of different widths. That's why they're two different ones. Um, but yeah, usually they'll have a couple, so you can look at it and they'll have one's gonna be like the test unit for the fall, and the other one's gonna be their show stay on the lot one. But anyways, with that being said, I I like these frontier style rakes. Just we'll have to see what they want for me to rent one. I did see the Case dealership. I drove right past it, and I should have stopped when I saw it, but I forgot they're a Vermeer dealer too. So they have rakes there right now. I don't think they have any balers, so I kind of wanted to look at one of their balers too, just to see what they had. Um, but they have rakes there right now, and they have some that kind of fold out, but some that are they fold up on top of themselves. So I'm gonna see what they want for this, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go see if I can rent one of those Vermeer ones instead, because I like these. My landlord actually had one of these, but his is on that hay equipment auction that's coming up here at the end or first part of July. So I think we're gonna go do that, and I will see you guys when we get down there, probably. Unless these guys give me some really nice deal to rent that for probably at least a month, because I'll want to rent it to bale everything, not just that spot that I just mowed. Um, but yeah, I guess we can't stop here without looking at the nice new 8RT. Are these all? Yeah, these are all. See, this is what I mean. So they got all brand new, an 8RX, a brand new 8RT, and a brand new 9RT. So they just want you to look at it and see what options you like about it. And then if you want to order it, they can order it exactly the specifications you want. Or they might have on their other lot two or three different 9RTs, for example, that one's a 410 instead of a 570 or 450, or I don't know the numbers, but along that lines. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna wander inside here, and we will see what they want. If they want too high, I'm gonna run down to the Case dealership and probably rent one of those Vermeer ones. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, we're just getting here to the Case and Agco dealership. You know what? I'm not gonna even walk inside first. I'm gonna wander out back. Ooh, they have a disc bind, which are on the. I stop looking. They're on the sale. But let's get distracted by that. 1480. This is like identical to one my grandpa used to run. I wonder if it's someone's. They probably won't like that. I'm crawling up here. If it is someone's, maybe I'll look at it. Hmm. It's really nice shape. I mean, it's got paint wear, but that's what you expect with the combine. Normal wear and tear. Uh, I don't know. This is. I think I had mentioned it in previous videos. My grandpa used to have this exact. Well, I think his might have been 1680, not a 1480. But I like the white cab on this, though. So we'll see if I can ever find one. If I ever need to buy a combine, because I think for the time being, I'm just going to use the neighbor's since he'll let me use it. I'm just going to use it. So yeah. With that being said, here's the Vermeer stuff down here. And this is the rake I'm talking about. So it kind of folds up on top of itself. And this one kind of folds together like this. I like this style because it kind of rides a little bit higher, and I don't have to worry about clipping like random fence posts or something like that. I know there's one on the sale, maybe two on that sale um, here at the end of the or beginning of July. I'm gonna keep saying the end of June, but whatever. And then they have some tedders down here, like my tedder. But I want to see if they'll let me rent one of these for now. If I can rent it until the end of that hay sale, which is literally just a month away, and I'll probably only realistically use it here in the next week or two. But yeah, I guess I should say the Deere dealership probably. I mean, they did offer me a great rate for that to rent that, but I said I wanted to see my options a little bit, so I came down here, and I'm probably gonna rent this Vermeer one no matter what the price is, even though I probably shouldn't. But we're gonna go ahead and wander in there, and I will see you guys, or wander in here, and I will see you guys in a little bit after we probably pick it up. So. Okay, guys, I didn't film it, but I got her hooked up, and I I didn't pay much more than I would have for the Frontier, but I paid a little bit more, which is fine because I wanted to try this one out more specifically because I've tried out that Frontier style before, that Frontier style rake like that before, and it works good, but I just wanted to try this style out to see if this just it folds a little bit higher up. I mean, they're basically the same rake, just fold in two different ways. So, with that being said, I need to get this back to my house. It's not a house. Yep, that's gonna stick with me until we can build the house. But anyways, we'll get this back to the yard and I will drop it off and then I will run down to the vehicle dealership and we will see if I can buy a cheap truck today, hopefully. Alrighty guys, just getting into town here. The first dealership's right here. I can see two pickups that I want to look at, but ooh, better get going. The other one is down by the bank. And they have all their pickups sitting outside today, they said. So I'll go look at them too. But we're going to look at these two, and I already can see I'm not going to like them just from outside. They're both flatbeds, aren't they? Yep. So I think this one is identical to the one my landlord has. Yep, it is. Identical to the one my boss has. Identical to the one Jim has. I need to remember to just call him Jim. That would just be best. Uh, and I really like it. Like, I mean, I really like. This is the same year truck right here. Uh, but I want a bed like this. If anything, I don't need a flatbed right now. And then they got an old F350 Super Duty. Looks like early 2000s, kind of maybe mid 2000s. But yeah, we're just gonna have to pass on those. So yeah, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wander down here past the bank, and should just be on the back side of that building where I actually parked the one time when I had both wagons. Um, so we'll just not hop over a curb again and head forward here. So, ooh, yeah, they got a nice little selection. Ooh, do I see what I think I see? Shut that back off. So they just pulled all these trucks out. Everything else is sitting in the shed because of all the storms we keep having recently. But yeah, this is what the one I wanted to look at. Like they have an identical, basically the same truck that I've been driving. Actually, is it literally just the same truck? It is literally the same truck I've been driving, just in the exact color that I absolutely love. The only thing is, I'm betting they want like $40,000 for that right now, maybe 50,000. But it is 2020, so or 20. I forget what year. Maybe it's a 23. I don't know. But then they got the old 03 Chevy. I don't mind it. Probably gonna be the only thing that's relatively, oh geez, relatively close to my price range today. Um, ooh, I like the blacked out look. I'm not a huge fan of black, but I like the look of that. Oh, but then they got another one that's in my color. Let's hop inside this one. Ooh, I tell you what, boys, this one might be it. They're asking the right price. We might drive home in this today. And they got a green one. Ooh, and then basically my identical truck, my old truck just in black. Then they got the green one. Green one doesn't look terrible. I'm not a huge fan of it. Is this one older? This one's just a couple years older by the looks of it. This one is compared to this one. This one might be like 2 years newer. And I'm guessing this one, just by looks, this one's gonna be the same year. So, with that being said, let's go get a price. I'm gonna look at the price on this one, and then obviously the old '03, just because I'm guessing that one's gonna be more realistic than either one of these. But if this one is about 30,000, I think I'll get it. And if this one is close to that too, I'll get it. But this one's probably under 10, so we'll see. I'm gonna wander around here to the front side, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, thanks guys. I appreciate everything. Thanks for giving me a good price on it and everything. All right. Well, sometimes it's just nice to know people around, you know? These guys know exactly what I've been going through the last couple months and have thankfully gave me a little bit of a discount. Not much. I didn't want much. I don't want extra pity just because of all the bullshit that I've gone through in the past couple months. But you know, uh, other people have it worse. So I'd much rather have them help out other people that need it more than I do. But with that being said, I did get this Chevy. I have no brand loyalty. I do not care if you're a Ford guy or if you're a Lizard brand guy. I really like that Ford. I mean, the one that's identical to this end one here. I really liked it, and I definitely buy it if Jim ever wants to sell it. Uh, but with that being said, I do need to return that truck, and I decided to get this one because all of these are used vehicles. I don't know if I said that when I got here. None of these are brand new. All of these are used. This one actually had the lowest miles, but since it's a 2018 version, these two are the same 2018 version. I think he said, if I remember it. Actually, I could look at my paperwork, but I don't want to try and find it on all this paperwork. Um, since it's 2018, it's actually, and it only has 20,000 miles. This N one has 45,000. This one has 180,000. Go figure for 2003. This one has 55. This one has about 60, and this one has 142,000 off the top of my head, maybe 143. But yeah, this has the lowest miles, and they only wanted 22,000 for it. So with that being said, they said it's been sitting on their lot for several months, and they were just trying to move it. They were actually going to put it up on an auction site here in a week or so. So they're really glad someone finally bought it. Really hate that it had to be me, but yeah, we need a new truck. So this is it. I did it start? Wow, it's quiet. Wow. Uh, need to call up the landlord. Maybe him and his brother can. I'll wait here until they get here. I don't want to leave their truck, but yeah, we'll go ahead and drive home in our new 4x4. Nope, high country, just Silverado high country. So, yep. I will see you guys back at the house probably. Alrighty, guys, I got home. Um, with that being said, that'll be it for this video. As you can see, the sun's kind of starting to set over there, and I need to find something to eat. I actually, ironically, might go back into town and just get a Casey's Pizza tonight. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you come back for the next one. If you can, do the things down below. Please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps as I try to make these better. But yeah, so I won't spoil much for the next episode. I've been doing that a lot recently, I've noticed, where I keep just telling you what's going to go on in the next one. So with that being said, I hope you come back, and peace.